first ever job. Uh, First official job was a Saturday job as a estate agent, and during the week at Debenhams. That's a very, very good question. I don't really have, I'd say, a role model, but I have quite a few mentors over my time, and I kind of try and keep to that. Certainly my biggest sort of role model mentor would probably be my dad. Just sort of really helped me understand myself and sort of understand where I can add value better and to control myself better. So I'd say my dad's probably my most important role model. And through my career, I've been very blessed to have lots of people who I can look up to and rely on for advice at different journeys. But yeah, certainly I'd say dad, biggest inspiration. You know, I saw a lot of frustrations from my dad's career, and also from when we've done development, how we've seen, you know, the benefits of having integrated thoughts and people working together around the same table. And I just knew there was a better way of doing finance. So when the ABS came out and there's an opportunity to look at how you can structure businesses together, it just seemed like the right approach. And I think we've been clearly proven right. Definitely. Cliche, but definitely the people. If you take the people out of it, I'm not sure there is much of a business. So the people are great. That's always fun. The thinking is it's really pushing the envelope out there. A lot of the time when we're strategizing or when we're looking at solutions, you're really having to push your envelope out there, and that's quite exhausting, but a lot of fun too. You know, you often work with either an architect or a lawyer at the same time, and you know, the tax team, and that, you know, you're really pushing out your thinking and getting the best solution for a client. And then I think our clients are just a wonderful bunch. You know, we work with small businesses, we work with individuals and families, and we work with those who are aspiring to sort of create wealth, and it's just a really great bunch of clients. 5 years' time, we would have reached our 10-year milestone, which is a big achievement. I would like to think we would be fairly close to either being part of, you know, a bigger organization, whether that's looking at wealth management or in the banking sector. But I would imagine we would have grown into a substantial size where we would have had to have made a strategic move. I actually left banking in 2011 or 12, I believe, was my last year. Depends on when you're looking at the gardening leave. I had quite extended gardening leave. So I was in technology analyst, looking at global technology companies. So you're looking at Apple, Facebook, quite a lot of the big sort of interesting companies we're working with today. And from there, your job is to either go further up, i.e. potentially in a hedge fund, or to maybe actually picking and defending your choices. And I'd reached quite a high level. I was well rated in Europe. I had a very good global ranking, and you know, I don't know if I wanted to necessarily go under fund management, which was really the next part of your career. I was certainly looking at tech companies who, you know, had few offers to join tech companies, and that was certainly interesting. But there was always something at the back of my head saying, look, you know, if you're going to do this, you've got to do this when you're young. The opportunity came. My dad had sold out his business to Haynes Watts. They were about to buy the other 50%. The opportunity was there. And I just said, yeah, I'll give it a go, actually. Knowing full well that if I did go down this route, it was going to be the long term. And I think the stars just sort of aligned to say, look, give it a go. Why not? This is the right timing. If you want to, you know, really move things forward, it's really now or never. And so I took a jump, started working at Haynes Watts for about a year. Wasn't quite the right mix for us. And so hence we started Z Group and did it ourselves. I was listening to Little Sims quite recently. It's fairly aggressive hip hop. My genre is hip hop, so it will really be mostly classic hip hop, really, to be honest. I don't really like a lot of the new stuff. But at the moment, it's Little Sims and on replay Kendrick. Don't take anything for granted. It was, I think, the pace people had to react and change, and that level of it was amazing to see the world, how quickly the world pivoted, right? I don't think anyone could imagine the world standing still, and that was just wow. And I think people hadn't ever been put into that position, certainly not our generation anyway, where they've had to think and grow so quickly. And so I think taking things for granted is not good, and it's really led me to be much more grateful for everything in my life, and therefore to not just take that for granted.